Hello, I'm Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday morning recap for Monday, December 7th, 2020. Here we go. When we think of God and timing, one thing is abundantly clear. From time to time, we struggle with God's timing. Whether it is about unanswered prayers or unfulfilled prophecies, we struggle with God's timing in our world. But this is more than just about our own wants and desires. From the start of time, we have had big issues with this. And that issue is that we are not entirely sure what God's time is. I mean, think of the creation story back in Genesis. God created everything in 6 days, and on the seventh day, God rested. Was that the case, or was it millions or billions of years that it took for things to be done? There is a tension that's in there as we struggle to understand what God's timing is, and sometimes we make it a distraction. But yet we have our own issues with time. Our perception of time is not constant. Our understanding of time changes as we grow. I mean, it always seems like when we're younger, time just seemed to drag, and it would take forever to get to our birthday or Christmas or something special. But as we get older, time seems to speed up. And I think this shows part of the reason we have these struggles, because we do not always see time as something constant. Now, add that struggle with the struggle we have dealing with matters of God, and we can get in some trouble. The thing is, God's time is something that is truly beyond human understanding. I mean, we struggle with our own perception of time and add God's mystery and all, and is it any surprise that we struggle to make sense of God's timing? It's practically impossible. But that doesn't always help us, because there are times when God does not always meet our expectations of God. We want things a certain way. We want things at a certain time. And we struggle with that. And that really comes to a head here in Advent. Because in Advent, as we wait, and as we're supposed to patiently wait the coming of the Messiah, we plainly see that we are a people who struggle with waiting. Yet, here we are. We are waiting. But in the process, we remember that God really has His own time. That's your recap for this week. I think I was under 3 minutes in that. Remember, we are still worshiping at 8:45 and 8:15. We really are stressing that ideally you should worship online if you are at all capable of doing that with all the pandemic issues. But until next Sunday, I'm Pastor Dave, and I hope to see you in the pews or online. God bless.